Do you hear noise? Okay. Do you hear noises around me? Yes or no?
No.
No? Like dogs or fan? Do you hear my fan?
No.
No? Okay. I'm glad that you don't. Because my fan is here. It's big. And then I can hear the dogs barking in my neighborhood. So I just don't want you to hear that. Anyway. Okay. So we do not have a homework, right?
Yes.
Yes, we do not have a homework. And whenever we don't have a homework, that means that you will be doing that homework today. Okay, so that means I'm going to give you time to prepare and then you will deliver it within the day. Okay, but we're going to do that later on. But can you tell me, anyone, what was our topic from the last week? What did we talk about from last week? What did we talk about from last week? Anyone? Anyone? Grace? Okay, you're not here from last week. But do you know what did we talk about?
I think the holidays.
It's just still about holiday, right? So I think we are going to spend 2 days or 3 days for each topic that we're going to talk about. Okay. But now we are finished talking about holidays and we have already answered a question regarding that topic. So now we will move on to the new topic, which is Unit 10. And that is about health. So anyone, do you have your books? All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Let me just make this small. Okay. So we are on Unit 10 and it's about health. So anyone, can you tell me, are you healthy? Raise your hand if you think you are healthy. Who's healthy in here? None of you. None of you. Don't you think you're healthy, guys? Okay. But that leads us to the question, what makes a person healthy? What do you think, guys? What makes a person healthy? Anyone? What makes a person healthy? Yes, Grace.
I think we should dispose sleep for enough hours and eat a balanced diet.
Oh, can you say that again? I'm sorry. I was able to understand.
I think we should dispose sleep for enough hours and eat a balanced diet.
Okay. So do sports, do exercise, right? What about you, Jonathan?
I think my answer is the same as Grace.
The same as Grace, do sports, do exercise, right? So what about the others? What do you think makes a person healthy? Let's say, how do they look like? How does a healthy person look like? Can you describe using the adjectives that we have? How do they look like? Well, look at me. I'm not sure if I'm healthy. I don't think I am. But we can easily describe a person who's healthy and then a person who is not healthy based on their appearance, right? So if you're overweight, probably you aren't healthy because, of course, we have the word over, right? That means it's overweight. If you're underweight, probably you're not healthy as well. But whenever we talk about health or whenever we describe someone who is healthy, it's not just about them moving physically, doing sports, doing exercise. It also is connected with nutrition or the food that you eat, right? The food that you intake. And also sleep. How many hours of sleep do you spend in a day? Okay, or do you have in a day or in a night? Okay, so those are some of the things that we can consider whenever we describe someone who's healthy. All right, now let's try to do a little activity. We have here healthy activities, A, B, C, and D. So match the activities below with photos A to D. So this is very quick. Just gonna give you a minute to answer this. So match the activities below with the photos A to D. Okay, let's have the first one. What is letter A? Anyone raise your hand? What is letter A? Yes, Ashley.
I think sleep for 8 hours a day. Every night.
Okay, sleep for 8 hours every night. Okay, and this is supposed to be consecutive hours, right? You need to sleep for at least 8 hours every night, and that is consecutive. Okay, it's not like you're going to sleep 2 hours in the morning, then you're going to sleep 3 hours in the afternoon, then you're going to sleep 3 more hours in the evening, right? So that's not how it's supposed to be, right? For you to be really healthy, there's a lot of things going on with our body whenever we sleep. This is when we replenish our muscles, replenish energy, and a lot more, right? So at least we need to sleep for 8 hours every night. Who among you sleeps for 8 hours or more? At least 8 hours. Can you raise your hand if you think you're sleeping for 8 hours every night? At least. Well, for me, I also don't sleep because I am an adult. I think my usual sleep would be like around 6 hours to 7 hours. It's very rare that I get to sleep 8 hours. I don't know why. But for you kids, you really need to sleep more because when you become an adult, it'll be hard for you to find time to sleep. All right. Now let's have letter B. What's letter B? Ashley again. Okay. Wow. Ashley's on fire today. Yes, Ashley.
Do sports.
Do sports. Force. Right. That's letter B. Do sports. Do you play sports, Ashley?
No.
No. What about the others? Who among you has sports? What about you, Anthony? What sports do you play?
Yes, I play. I do sport every day.
What sports do you play?
I play basketball.
Okay, you play. Wait, I'm just so curious. Is that your mom? She has a motorcycle inside the house.
Yes,
You're putting it inside your house? Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. I was just like, oh, mom is like Putting the motorcycle inside the house. Wow. Mhm. Okay. What about the others? Do you have sports? What about Steven? Do you play sports?
Yes,
Mhm.
football.
You like to play football. Let's hear it from the girls. What about Mary?
No.
No, you don't have sports. Jenny, do you have sports?
I play basketball.
Ooh, wow, you play basketball. Okay, so that's also one form of exercise. Great. Now let's have letter C. What's letter C? Yes, Stephen.
Yes, it will.
Eat well. Mhm. So, Stephen, what healthy food do you like to eat?
Um, carrot.
Carrot.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. What about the others? Who among you don't like to eat vegetables? Is there anyone in here who doesn't like to eat vegetables? We are Asians. Grace. Okay, Grace, you don't eat vegetables?
Yes, some I can eat some a little, yeah. But I
What about
don't
you,
like
Ash?
it.
Okay, what about you, Ashley?
Me too.
Wow, really? We are Asians. We have a lot of vegetables in our country, right? Mhm. But it's not just about vegetables, right? There's a lot of food that has a lot of nutrition and minerals. So, yeah. Okay, and letter D is anyone? Letter D. Yes, Jonathan.
Letter D is play board games.
Play board games. All right. Mhm. So these are the activities. Now let's try to take a look. Okay. Why are these things considered healthy activities? What does it help or what part of our body does it help? Whenever we do these activities. Okay, for example, it's very obvious, letter B, sports, right? Our physical bodies. It strengthens our bodies. It helps us to get moving, right? Same as with food, right? We need the right nutrition for our body to move, for our body to do a lot of activities. But what about playing board games? Why is this considered healthy? Yes, Jonathan.
I think because it's good for our brain.
Exactly, right? It is good for our minds, for our brain. So whenever we say a person is healthy, it's not just about their physical attributes. It also is about our minds, right? We also need to exercise our minds, our brains. That's why doing board games, doing things that actually help our minds to work and to think is a good thing. For example, taking classes like this, right? Interacting with someone. This actually exercises our brain. Okay. Now let's try to do more activity. Okay. So just like what I'm saying, we have activities that's good for your mind, good for your body, and good for both. Now, here's what we're going to do. Complete the table with the activities from exercise 1 and the activities below. Which one shall you put in this box? Good for your mind, good for your body, and good for both. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do this activity, and 2 minutes starts now. All right. Thumbs up. So, what are activities that's good for your mind? Give me one. Activities that's good for your mind. Yes, Stephen.
Yes. Draw pictures.
Draw. Good for your mind. Draw pictures.
Watch pictures.
Okay. Thank you. What else? Yes, Grace.
Play a musical instrument.
Play a musical instrument. What else? Yes, Ashley.
Play brain training games.
Okay. Play brain training games. What else? Is there more? Okay. Now, what about activities that's good for your body? Yes, Jonathan.
Do taekwondo.
Do taekwondo. What else? Yes, Anthony.
Eat well. Ở trong đây,
What is it?
have a healthy diet.
Okay, have a healthy diet. Yes, Mary.
Play table tennis.
Play table tennis. Okay. Now, what about an activity that's good for both? Good for both. Yes, Grace.
Do yoga.
Okay, do yoga. Yoga, right? So why is this good for both? For our minds and for our body? Okay, because whenever we do yoga, it's not just about the physical activity. Most of the time, yoga is a mind game, right? Or it trains our brain to relax. Because if we can control our brain to feel or to do such thing, then it'll be easier for our body to follow. Okay, that's why a lot of adults do yoga. Okay, good job. Now, let's try to go to the next one. So, listen to Jack about the things he does to keep healthy. Complete the descriptions below. And let's listen to this one, okay? So again, we need to complete the description by listening to Jack.
Track 55.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's repeat.
Track 55.
I like doing yoga and playing brain training games. I enjoy doing these activities on my own because I work in a busy, noisy office every day. It's important to relax after a hard day. Yoga makes me feel relaxed, and I think brain training games are good for my mind.
That was fast. Are you finished?
Yes.
Yes? What about the others? Okay, let's try to have the answers. Okay, I'm just gonna say the number and tell me what's the answer. Okay, and then later on, I will let someone read this. Number 1, Ashley.
I like doing yoga.
Number 2, Stephen.
And play in brain training games.
And playing brain training games. Number 3, Mary.
I enjoy doing these activities on my own.
Number 4, Grace.
Because I work in a busy, noisy office every day, it's important to relax after a hard day.
Okay. And number 5, Ashley. I can't hear you, Ashley.
Yoga makes me feel relaxed.
Okay, number 6, Anthony.
And I think brain training games are good for my mind.
Okay, good for. All right, good. Now, let's try to read this one. Jenny, can you read the entire thing with all of the answers that we have?
Yes. I like doing yoga and playing friend training games. Enjoy doing this activity on my own because I work in a busy, noisy office every
Office.
day. Yes, office every day. It's important relax after a hard day. Yoga makes me feel relaxed, and I think brain training games are good for my mind.
Okay. So, thank you so much, everybody who answered, and thank you so much, Jenny, for reading the entire thing. Okay. This is just a short description of a person telling us how to be healthy. Okay, or what are the things that this person do to be healthy? It's very short, but there's a lot of things that we can get on this. Okay, it's not just about the physical, but also about our mind or the mental state. Okay, now let's try to go to the next one. Here's what we're going to do. This is a short activity, very similar to what Jack did. Now it's your turn. Write a short description of something you do to keep healthy. Okay, for us to be organized and for it to be easier for you, you need to follow these steps. First, answer this question. What is it? What is that activity? Choose one, only one, okay? For it to be easy. Next, how often do you do it? Every day, 3 times a day, every night, at 8 a.m., right? Next, where do you do it? At home, at the gym, at the comfort room? I don't know. Yeah. So next one is, who do you do it with? This is very subjective. This is actually optional. If you're doing that activity alone, just say that you're doing it alone. You're doing it on your own, just like with Jack. I like to do things on my own. Okay. But if you are doing this with someone, then mention that person. Okay. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to complete this activity. Okay. Okay. Let's make it 5. Okay. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to complete this activity. Again, write a short description of something you do to keep healthy, and everybody will say their answer. This could be 1, 2, or 3 sentences long. Okay. Just like with what Jack did. You can use this one as a model. Okay. So your 3 minutes starts, 5 minutes starts now. All right, guys, time is up. 5 minutes is over. So it says here, just write a short description, okay? It's just short. Don't make it too long, all right? So let's try to have your answer. Something that you do to keep healthy. Okay. The others are still writing, trying to finalize. Who will go first? The one who will present first will not do your homework for next week. The one who will present first will not do your homework for next week. You're exempted. Jonathan is here. Sorry, Grace. Jonathan is faster. Okay, go ahead, Jonathan.
I often spend my time to study, so I don't have much time to do sports. But in the morning when I get up, I always play basketball. I often play basketball at 5:30 until 7 o'clock every day at school. Of course, when it's sunny, I often play with my friends, but when I come too soon, I play alone. Basketball makes me feel relaxed and get a healthy body. That's all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jonathan. You know what I always like about your answer is you're not going straight to the point, especially in the very beginning of your sentence. You're always like, I mean, you spend your time, most of your time studying, but when you have time, this is when you do these things, okay? That means that you know how to structure your sentences, okay? But one thing that I notice is this one, the usage of the adverb of frequency. You said you always play basketball. And then later on, you said, I often play basketball at this time, okay? So those are two different things, often and always, right? If it's always, it's every day, right? At the same time, same routine, okay? Now, here's what you're gonna do. If you're gonna use always, then on the next sentence, you're just gonna say, if you're gonna say, I always play basketball, instead of saying, I often play basketball every 5 p.m., you can just say, I play basketball every 5 p.m. Because on the first sentence, you mentioned always already. So we have frequency there. Do you get it, Jonathan?
Yes.
Okay. All right, but everything is good. Thank you so much. And Jonathan will not do the homework for next week.
I want to
He's
do.
exempted. Okay, but still, he wants to do it. Okay, great. Now let's have Grace.
I want to talk about playing badminton, which is an activity that I do to stay in shape and have good health. I enjoy playing it every Sunday, mostly from 4:30 to 5:30 in the afternoon, as the weather during that time is not very hot. There's a park not so far from where I live, so I always go there to play badminton with my mom and my friends. Besides, I always live a sedentary lifestyle. I mean, I always tie up with studying, so swimming is a great way for me to chill out and improve my body health.
Okay, thank you so much, Grace. I believe you mentioned two things, playing badminton and swimming, right?
Sorry, I missed the idea. I forgot the idea. My idea. So
Okay, so what is it? Is it only one? Is it only playing badminton?
badminton, but I think about swimming and I write it down. So
Okay. Okay, be very careful with that one, okay? Because I mentioned earlier, just pick one activity that you like to do. It's okay to add another one just as long as it's not going to mess up the entire thing. But it doesn't mess up, okay? I'm just actually confused about the entirety of your answer. But that's a good one, Grace. Thank you so much. Now, who's next? Who's next? Let's have Mary.
I often go swimming on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I go swimming in swimming pool near my house. I go swimming with my younger sister out. Yes.
Okay, that's it. Can you repeat your last sentence? Your last sentence, Mary, can you say it again?
I often go swimming on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I go swimming in the swimming pool near my house. I go swimming with my younger sister.
Okay. So you're using the word will. I will, I will, I will. Okay, but since you're describing an activity that you are doing, not always, but there's a frequency. So it's better not to use the word I will. Okay, so I think it's okay if we're going to use the word like instead of the word will. Okay, like I like to swim with my sister. Instead of saying I will swim with my sister in the swimming pool, blah, 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 blah. Okay, because this is an activity or a recurring activity that you do to keep your body healthy. Okay. All right, Mary, thank you so much. Next would be Jenny.
I like play. I like to play. I like play to. I like to play basketball. I play it on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I play it in my school. I play basketball with my best friend. It's very interesting.
Okay, so let's just repeat the word best friend, not best friend, best friend. Can you say that again, Jenny? Best friend. Jenny, can you say that word again? Best friend.
Best friend.
Okay.
Best friend.
Yes, that's perfect. Okay, be careful with the word S. Okay, the word best has letter S. So you're mispronouncing it when you say best friend. It's best friend. Okay, short but sweet. Thank you so much, Jenny. Good job. Now let's have Anthony.
I like playing basketball in the morning. I usually go to bed at 10 o'clock and I get up at 5 o'clock. I play basketball in my school with my friends. I enjoy playing basketball because it makes me taller or healthier.
Okay, all right. That's a good one because Anthony follows the questions. Okay, what is it? How often do you do it? Where do you do it? And who do you do it with? And he has this last statement about why does he like to do that activity. Good job, Anthony. Just focus on the pronunciation. Okay, now let's have Jennifer.
I often play basketball in the morning. I play it 3 times a week at 5:20 to 6:45 in my schoolyard. I play basketball with my friends. It helped me get stronger and taller.
Okay, really? Does basketball help you taller? I should have played basketball so that I become taller. All right. Thanks so much, Jennifer. Good job. Short but sweet. Now let's have Ashley.
I like playing board games. I often do it in my free time. I usually do it at my house or at my school. I usually play with my father, my brother, or sometimes I play it with my friends.
Okay. Wow. You play with your brother? You play with your father?
Yeah.
Okay. I just have a question. Is it a common thing in Vietnam for girls to play basketball?
Not really.
Because in my country, I don't know why, but girls don't like to play basketball. It's only the boys. Boys likes to play basketball. That's number one in my country, but girls do not do it. But most of you likes to play basketball, and that's, I mean, I don't know, that's just new for me. That's why I asked. Anyway, thank you so much, Ashley. Let's have you, Stephen.
Yes. The things I have done: exercise every day, play sports, eat well. Saturday and Sunday, I often go to the beach to play and swimming. Every Sunday night, I usually go to my friend's house to play rain changing games.
Okay, wow. So Stephen mentioned several activities that he likes to do to make his body healthy. That includes also brain training games, all right? But he did mention, Stephen, you didn't mention what kind of brain training game it is. But since you're going to describe something very short or in a short description, just stick with one topic next time, okay? But that's a good one, Stephen. Thank you so much. Now let's have Lisa.
To have a good health, especially for your eyes, you should have a moderate diet. For example, you should eat vegetables and fruits that are yellow or orange. The reason is that they contain many vitamins that are good for health. Second, you should keep a distance of at least 35 centimeters when reading or sitting in the correct posture when walking. Last but not least, you should get enough sleep. You should sleep at least 6 or 8 hours a day because it will boost your spirits. Moreover, do not go to bed at night or watching TV.
Okay, wow, that's a long one. And I think Lisa talked about, did you mention how to keep your eyes healthy, Lisa, right?
Yes.
Okay. So thanks so much, Lisa, for sharing that idea on how we should keep our eyes healthy. But again, the question is, write the short description of something that you do to keep your entire body healthy. Okay, but Lisa focuses only in one, which is her eyes. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Did I call on everyone? Everybody presented already, right? Okay, great. Now, let's try to have this one next. So thank you so much for telling me your answer about this one. Now, let's try to listen to Charles and Rosa talking about healthy activities they do. Listen carefully because you can get ideas. So what is the activity they like doing and who do they do it with? Okay.
Track 56.
Can you hear it?
Charles.
Yes.
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 Okay, let's repeat.
Track 56. Charles. I like playing chess. I spend lots of time playing chess with my father. I think it's good for you. It's good for your mind because it's challenging and you have to think and plan all the time. It's hard. In my opinion, it's important to keep your mind active. Rosa.
A healthy activity I enjoy doing is cooking. I cook every day because I think it's important to have a healthy diet. You shouldn't eat junk food because it's not good for you. I like cooking at home and inviting friends and family for dinner. It makes me feel happy because everybody thinks the food is delicious.
Okay, so we're done. Were you able to catch it? Yes? Or do you want to listen to it again? Did you get it? Hello? Okay, I'm going to give you one more chance. Let's listen to it again.
Track 56. Charles. I like playing chess. I spend lots of time playing chess with my father. I think it's good for you. It's good for your mind because it's challenging and you have to think and plan all the time. It's hard. In my opinion, it's important to keep your mind active. Rosa.
A healthy activity I enjoy doing is cooking. I cook every day because I think it's important to have a healthy diet. You shouldn't eat junk food because it's not good for you. I like cooking at home and inviting friends and family for dinner. It makes me feel happy because everybody thinks the food is delicious.
All right, great. So now let's have Charles. So what activities or what healthy activities does he do? Yes, Ashley.
He like playing chess.
He likes playing chess. Why does he like playing chess? Yes, Grace.
Because he said that it is good for the mind, it's challenging and it's hard.
Okay, next. With whom does Charles like to play chess with? Yes, Ashley.
He plays with his father.
Okay, he likes to play chess with his father. Okay, great. Now let's have Rosa. What activity does she like to do? Yes, Grace?
She likes cooking.
She likes cooking. Now, anyone, why does she like cooking? Why does Rosa likes to cook? Yes, Mary.
Family and friends.
Okay, that is the person with whom she liked to do that activity with, right? But what's the reason? Why does she like cooking? Yes, Grace.
Because she thinks that it's important to have a balanced diet, and she likes that everyone likes her food.
Okay, because she likes serving and exerting effort in making their family happy through food. Okay, great. Now, let's try to go into this one. Let's try to listen again and write the words in the box next to the correct sentence beginnings. Okay, let's try to do this one.
Track 56. Charles. I like playing chess. I spend lots of time playing chess with my father. I think it's good for you. It's good for your mind because it's challenging and you have to think and plan all the time. It's hard. In my opinion, it's important to keep your mind active. Rosa.
A healthy activity I enjoy doing is cooking. I cook every day because I think it's important to have a healthy diet. You shouldn't eat junk food because it's not good for you. I like cooking at home and inviting friends and family for dinner. It makes me feel happy because everybody thinks the food is delicious.
Okay, great. Now let's have number one. It's blank. What's the answer for number one? Yes, Ashley.
It's hard.
It's hard. Okay. Next, number two. Anthony.
It's important to keep your mind active.
Okay, it's important to keep your mind active. Great. Number three, Jonathan.
It makes me feel happy.
Okay, it makes me feel happy. All right. So these are reasons. All right. Why do they do, or like, let's say a short description of the activities that they like to do. Okay, great. Let's go to the next one. Match the words and the phrases below to the sentence beginning in exercise 6. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We have the sentence beginning. in here, oops, wait. This one. So we have the sentence beginning, and what we're going to do is to match the words and the phrases below, okay, to create a sentence. Okay, for example, I can say it's great, right? So you're just going to connect it with the sentences that we have in here, okay? So let's do it for 1 minute. All right, let's go. Number 1, it's blank. So what are the words that we, or phrases that we could connect with this one? It's blank. Yes, Jonathan.
It's challenging.
It's challenging. All right, I answered it's great earlier. What else? Yes, Anthony.
It's interesting.
Okay, great. It's interesting. What else? Grace.
It's healthy.
It's healthy. What else? What else? Yes, Grace.
It's relaxing.
It's relaxing. Okay. Now let's have the next one. It's important to blank. Yes, Jennifer.
It's important to keep fit.
Okay, it's important to keep fit. Yes, Stephen.
It's important to relax after college.
Okay, it's important to relax after college. Of course. What else? Yes, Mary.
It's important to work in a team.
It's important to work in a team. Great. Now, what about number 3? It makes me feel blank. It makes me feel what? Anyone? Yes, Stephen.
It makes me feel relaxed.
Okay, relaxed.
Relaxed.
Makes me feel relaxed. Okay, great. All right. So you know how to make these sentences. All right, perfect. So do you have questions about this? Anyone? Questions?
None.
None. What about the others?
No.
None. Okay, perfect. So since we don't have much time left, here's what we're going to do. Okay, here's our homework for next week. Describe an activity you like doing to keep healthy. That's what we did earlier, right? But earlier, I asked you to write a short description of the activity. And this one, this is going to be longer. You need to describe an activity you like doing to keep healthy. Earlier, we focused on one topic, right? I asked you to focus on one thing. What is that one activity? Because we're just talking about a short description. But in this one, you have 1 to 2 minutes to complete this, right? So this is going to be longer. Now you need to do, or you need to tell us what kind of activities you like to do to keep your body healthy. So whether it's doing sports, whether it's eating healthy food, whether it's sleeping for a longer time, and so on, okay? But it's important to tell us what is it, when and where you do it, how it keeps you healthy, the reason, right? And explain why do you like doing it. Okay, now for you to have an idea on how should you organize your thoughts, go back to the previous topics that we have, right? Or to the previous exercises that we have. Listen again to Charles and Rosa. Listen again to Jack talking about the things that he does to keep his body healthy, right? So if you're unfamiliar on how to organize your thoughts, then you should listen to it again, okay? But this is your homework. Do you understand? Do you understand, guys? Do you have questions? None? None. Okay, great job. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Before we go, I'd just like to ask you, since we're taking this class for months already, we still have 3 minutes. So since we're taking this class for months already, can you tell me, how do you like this class? Do you think you are improving in taking this lesson? Or do you think it's hard? Or do you think it's challenging? So how do you like this class? Anyone who'd like to share? Grace was smiling. Can you share us something, Grace? You were smiling when I asked the question. So how do you like this class? Or how do you find this class? Is it helpful for you or not?
I think it's very helpful for me because I can learn many useful phrases, expressive words, idioms, and I can learn how to make a structure of speaking test, and I can talk to a lot of friendly friends like Ashley, Mary, Lisa, and Jonathan. That's all.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for sharing that, Grace. What about the others? One more. Anyone who'd like to share, how do you find this class? Is it helpful? Is it challenging? Or it's not helpful to you at all? Do you like it? Anyone? I want to hear from the boys. Grace represented the girls. What about the boys? Anyone? Stephen, Anthony, Jonathan? Yes, Anthony, you were saying something.
It helped me can speak English, and I can meet a lot of friends in my class, and I can see the teacher English.
Okay. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, Anthony, for sharing that. So whenever you feel like there's something that you think will be better at this class, because you are my students, and if you think there's something that could be better in order for you or in order for me to help you better, you can tell me right away, right? You can tell me in Zalo, you can tell me here in Zoom, like, oh, teacher, I think it's better if you slow down, or teacher, I want to focus on this topic, blah, blah, blah. Can you elaborate? Okay. So I want you to work with me so that you can maximize your learning experience with my class. Is that clear? Anyone? Everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's already 9:16. Thank you so much for your time. I'm extending, and see you again next week. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.